And we are live here in Audio Technica Studio C in our headquarters of the Summit World Music Empire here in South Akron, Ohio, on this rather nice wintry day as we look back at the year 2012 and look ahead to the year 2013. Longtime Summit Local Music Spotlight artist Ryan Humbert and a couple friends here. Welcome to Audio Technica Studio C. Ryan, who you got with you today?
Emily Bates, a longtime partner in crime over here, and Mr. Erin Vaughn on lead guitar. So we're going to play some songs off the new album for you.
New album is Sometimes the Game Plays You?
Yeah, Sometimes the Game Plays You is the new record, and it's been out since June. We've been out promoting it and such, and this is one of the songs I wrote with another Summit artist, Tracy Thomas. So it's called Incognito.
Excellent. Ryan Humbert in our Audio Technica Studio C.
Walking with bells on, trying not to be noticed. Taking this trip but staying within the line. Looking for attention so they won't find me. Cover your eyes, I'm hiding in plain sight. Incognito, here I am, come find me, honey. Incognito, I'm tired of hide and seek. Incognito, this role I'm playing. Sometimes I think this role's playing me. Faster than lightning in slow motion, watching my life pass by in rewind. Pretty as a picture of flowers on my tombstone, dark as a soul in the preacher's evil eye. Incognito, here I am, come find me, honey. Incognito, I'm tired of hide and seek. Incognito, this role I'm playing, baby. Sometimes I think this role is playing me. Living in the moment, then it's over. Watching my life pass by in rewind. Incognito, here I am, come and find me, honey. Incognito, I'm tired of hide and seek. Incognito, this role I'm playing. Sometimes I think this role is playing me. Incognito, here I am, come and find me, find me. Incognito, I'm tired of hide and seek. Incognito, this role I'm playing. Sometimes I think this role is playing me. Sometimes I think this role is playing me. Sometimes I think this role is playing me. Thank you very much. Erin Vaughn, I'll leave your tongue.
Well done, old friend. Well done.
Thank you.
And new album out. You say for about 6 months at this point in time, but albums should last you at least 2 to 3 years, so you're just getting started on this one.
Yeah, we're just pushing it now, quite a bit still.
Sometimes the Game Plays You is a reference to?
Just real life, I think. I think I like to say about this song that sometimes, you wake up and you think you're going to conquer the day, and then the day ends up conquering you. And I think that we all can relate to that, and we can all can think about the days where you wake up and you'd rather just go back to bed. But at the end of the day, you get the chance to do it again tomorrow, hopefully. So that's kind of what that particular song's about, and the title. And felt that it was a nice. Felt that it was a nice title for this batch of songs. I think it suited where this record was going. So.
Plus the fact that Rosanna Dana already took some, just goes to show you it's always something. So that's off the table. So this was
I thought about that.
Next best thing. But well-traveled on this album as well. Where have you been? High points of the last 6 months or so.
Yeah, geez. We did a hometown CD release party here at Lock 3 in Akron, which was a blast. And we had a guy named John Jackson, who played on our record, come up from Nashville. He's toured with Bob Dylan, Lucinda Williams, all these folks. So we had him play with us. We had a string quartet. We had a lot of fun with that show. We had... And since then we've been kind of doing some a little bit of touring as well here and there. We went to New York and Philadelphia and DC. The three of us went on that little East Coast run, and we had a blast. And we got to go to the Sirius XM studios and record in studio there, which was fun.
National audience for you.
Yeah, that's been great. They've been just spinning the heck out of one song we're going to play here for you guys. And so that was fun. We got to see two celebrities while we were there.
Uh-oh.
We saw, Emily is the one that spotted...
Were handcuffs involved?
The one, no.
Okay.
No. Well, no. But we saw the celebrity chef, Anne Burrell, walking around in there. You guys know who she is? She's like 8 foot tall, built like a linebacker. We saw her, and then Emily's the one that spotted. I never actually saw him, but I think you guys saw him, Flo Rida, which was not really our format. However, since he was walking around the window out front, we said that we were going to put the video up on YouTube and say the Ryan Humbert Band featuring Flo Rida.
Yeah, a little cutaways, a little B-roll there. Why not?
Yeah, what the heck, So we did that, and then I've done a little bit of southern dates as well, Tennessee and such, and so the record's been really good to us so far, and I think it's a little bit more of an intimate batch of songs than like the Old Souls New Shoes record was. There's some acoustic tracks on here. There's one song that's just me, an acoustic guitar, and cello, and we've never done anything quite like that before. So there's still some of the big fun pop rock elements, but we brought a little bit of this, to the table too.
So what else can you bring to the Audio-Technica Studio C audience right now?
Well, I'm going to do another song off the new record, and I wrote this one with Tracy Thomas as well. Tracy and I met through the Summit, through you, as a matter of fact.
A decade ago or something?
Yeah, at least. And we just kind of hit it off. It's funny.
Well, it's hard not to like her.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But not even just as a friend, but even as a co-writer and as somebody to collaborate with. We just really hit it off. I've never written as many songs with anybody as I have with Tracy. She said the same thing, and we tend to come up with good stuff, I think. And I just produced her new record, and we wrote 7 songs in 2 days for her new record. And I've never done anything like that before, and she hasn't either. And so this was a song that her and I wrote together, and it's kind of a little relationship song, kind of about a relationship maybe heading south. I don't know. What do you...
It's Ryan Humbert live in our Audio-Technica Studio C here on the Summit.
The other side of the bed, so far away, I can't feel your dream anymore. I've been wandering around all night and I still don't know what for. Maybe 'cause I'm lonely, maybe 'cause you're not. Here we are just holding hands and barely hanging on. You've got a look in your eye I recognize. It don't look good to me, no. You've got a feeling, your touch I understand. It don't feel good to me at all. You've got a voice in your head that's screaming. You've got your burdens, you've got your demons. You've got a lot to say, but not to me. Yeah, the streetlights are coming on and the stars are coming on. I've been alone in the dark so long. Now the daylight's just a crutch. Maybe I don't need it, or maybe I'm just fine. Maybe I'll just stay right here until you change your mind. It don't look good to me, no, no. You've got a feeling your touch, I understand. It don't feel good to me at all. You've got a voice in your head that's screaming. You've got your burdens, you've got your demons. You've got a lot to say. Well, there's a whisper in the breeze. There's a more than I should see. I can't see the forest for the trees. You've got a look in your eye I recognize. It don't look good to me, no, no. You've got a feeling your touch, I understand. It don't feel good to me at all. You've got a voice in your head that's screaming. You've got your burdens, you've got your demons. You've got a lot to say. You've got a lot to say. You've got a lot to say, but not to me. Not to me. Not to me. Thank you. Thank you.
Ryan Humbert, ladies and gentlemen, live in our Audio-Technica Studio C here on the Summit. New album, another Nashville production on the road, relocating for a while?
Yeah, which was a lot of fun. We did things a little differently. This time, the Old Souls New Shoes record, we had so much fun doing that record, and it sounds great, but it's kind of a big pop rock production.
Yeah, it never lets you go. It just starts chugging and it just doesn't stop.
Absolutely. Yeah. I always said it was a great record to like crank the windows down and just drive around fast because it's kind of that record. This one we wanted to be a little bit more intimate, and so what we did is we took the band down and we recorded pretty much live in the studio with a guy named Brian Harrison, who's done a bunch of stuff for. He's Grammy winner for Lucinda Williams and Shelby Lynne and all sorts of folks. And he basically turned his whole studio into a house. Wait, let's cut that. He basically turned his whole house into a studio.
Even a better idea.
Yeah, yeah, much cheaper. Yeah, and we had a blast.
He has about 2 feet of living space, by the way. The
seriously.
whole place is the studio, really, and there's just kind of a bed in the middle of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Emily learned how to roll tape because we recorded the whole record to a Studer 24-track tape machine.
Which is just, I didn't even think that was being done anymore. It's the way it was done for years, and it's not efficient. No. It sounds great if you have the patience and money and time for it. So I did not know that little aspect. That's amazing.
And it was fun, and I mean we learned some stuff doing it that way. I think when you're nowadays everybody's so used to using computers to make records, and you're looking at music. You're not making it. You're not feeling the music. And it's easy to get stuck in that, like, let me do it again, let me do it better, let's fix this, let's whatever. With this, if you wanted to fix it, then, you had to do it right. That was the way to do it. So we had a lot of fun. It was a little different way of doing things for us, but we stripped the record down a little bit. We wanted it to sound more like you were in the room with the band as opposed to a giant production. And, we still did a few little tricks here and there, but we had so much fun doing it that way.
Did you have a little Swiss watchmaker to keep the old Studer deck rolling and working?
Yeah, you know what? It's amazing. That thing didn't blow up or anything, but it was in his bedroom. He had his bed, and then he had the tape machine and all this racks of equipment for it.
Which doubles as the heat for the room, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was fun. We took the band down, and then the band was augmented by Ken Coomer, who used to play with Wilco on drums, and John Jackson on guitar, and we really cut a lot of stuff live. There was the song that you guys are playing, Waiting for the Lightning, was, other than Emily's part, the baritone guitar part, and the percussion was all recorded live, including my vocal. At the end of the day, we thought, okay, my vocal might not be perfect, but there's the energy there, there's the feel of it, and that's more of what we were going for this time around. And so we just, we used scratch tracks even for some of the records. So
good enough for Buddy Holly and Elvis Presley?
Yeah. So
good enough for you. What else you got for us musically speaking here?
Sure. We're going to do the song that you can hear on Sirius right now, and this is kind of a funny little story too. This was not the single, this song, and the record label sent out Waiting for the Lightning as the single, which we just did a video for. And And Sirius, somebody sent me an email and they said, we just heard one of your songs like in Atlanta, and we just heard you. And I'm like, what? That can't be right. Turns out it was right, and the guy liked the single, but it wasn't right for their station, so he just picked whatever song you wanted to, which was great. This song is kind of an important one to me, and it was a song that I wanted to close the record with. I wanted the record to end on a positive note, and so I put this song on there. And I put this on there for me. I didn't put it on there for a single or for anything like that. And just goes to show you never know. Now it's our most downloaded song on iTunes, so you never know. But it's a little positive message song, a little folk song. It's called "I Will Find My Own Way."
Ryan Humbert live in our Audio-Technica Studio C here on the Summit.
I will find my own way on roads that only I can be. Another year or another day, I will find my own way. I will move on with open arms. Now's the time to let down my guard. And even when my feelings change, I will find my own way. I will find my own way. A rose that only I can be. Another year or another day, I will find my own way. I will travel another path, and I won't bother looking back. And even when my feelings change, I will find my own way. I will find my own way on roads that only I can be. Another year or another day, well, I will find my own way. Well, I will find my own way. Thank you.
The softer side of Ryan Humbert, live in our Audio-Technica Studio C here on the Summit. And interesting note there, I mean, the audience might not be aware, but you're doing a lot of production for other folks these days.
Yeah. You know, I mean, that's
Tracy
fun.
Thomas, most notably, but who else have you been dabbling in studio with?
Jeez, I mean, mostly Tracy, really. I mean, a few other folks here and there I've gone in and helped with little things. I did a little bit of help with our friends Yankee Bravo, Benjamin Payne. Okay. It kind of helped Ben with a few things there. Emily sang on that record. And, all three of us were a big part of the Tracy Thomas record, her new one.
And very well done. She's never made a bad record, but
thank you.
20-some years of knowing Tracy, and this is the Tracy Thomas record that Goldilocks likes. It's just right. It's not too overblown. It's not too folky. It's just, her songwriting's always been solid, and it just seems you found the right, perfect comfort zone for someone who was never really out of a comfort zone to begin with. So well
absolutely.
done there. But at the same time, you did not produce your own album.
Well, this record I did.
Right, but this is a very solid record. Sometimes it's gets back to, does the doctor operate on himself? Probably not. Do people give themselves haircuts? Some do. Sometimes they're successful, sometimes not. But there's a certain nice way to, I think, maybe to separate yourself, take a step back, have some other ears and opinions on a project.
Sure,
So-
and I really love doing producing, actually. I had a blast doing Tracy's record. That record kind of made itself in the sense that, we wrote those 7 songs, we had a few others, and we all of a sudden had a record. And, we all went in and played on it, we had a blast. And as far as like producing my own record, it is tough. I mean, we have talked about this at length. You have to be able to separate yourself a little bit and sit back and look at it as a listener and not just as, this troubled artist, or whatever people...
Tortured artist.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know if I believe in that. But, and look at it from a point of view and how are the songs going to flow together? You don't want to front load all the slow songs at the right... you just have to do it right. And it's just something that's always intrigued me, and I like being able to start with nothing. You literally start with nothing and end with a finished product, and maybe that's the the artistic side of me coming out there too. But I don't know. Do you have anything to say about like the production of the record?
Yeah, Emily, you've been, speaking of tortured artists, you've been working with Ryan for how long?
We will celebrate our 10th anniversary this summer. So that's kind of
as
fun.
musical collaborators, to clarify.
Yes.
Okay.
As his backup singer.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been fun to kind of watch the band change, and we've had a lot of different people playing with us, and we've loved everybody that we've worked with. But I think we finally have this group that everybody collaborates, and we all come up with different ideas for how we want the music to sound. And at the end of the day, it's Ryan's music and it's his vision, but I think it's fun for all of us to kind of chime in and do our own bit. But I think Ryan really has an ear for production, and so he'll play a demo for me and say, here are the 15 things that I hear going on in this song, and I didn't hear any of that, but that's a great idea.
He has an immense record collection. I know, personally, it's just his musical taste and collection. Yeah, and it's just, he doesn't so much listen as he does study. So
Yeah.
let's study some more, Ryan. Here.
Sure.
What else you got in that song list?
Funny thing, a story quick, is that when I was doing demos for the Old Souls record, and even for this record, I kind of set up my own little home studio so I could just cut acoustic demos. And I would start doing it, and then I started like layering other things, and I started layering harmonies and all this stuff. And she finally told me, she's like, cut it out with the harmonies, because now you're like putting a preconceived notion in my head. She's like, and so now I don't do as many harmonies on the demos, because you're like, yeah, it sounds great, but you're like, but now that's all I hear.
Yeah. So
I mean,
get different ideas if they're not there to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, as great as he was, sometimes you wonder if there's a musical reason Phil Spector's in jail, and sometimes the too many layers of harmony could be. Paul McCartney might side with me on that.
Listen,
one.
this is funny, but not funny. I went to a party recently where everybody had to bring a mix CD. You had to make your own mix CD, like a theme of some sort. One of my friends did like Around the World and did all these songs from whatever. And so my theme was Phil Spector wasn't such a bad guy anyway. And and I put some Phil Spector songs, and then I put songs that he had like influenced. And what's funny is that I got emails from people. They're like, that CD's so good. And I'm like, just don't tell people that you guy's in prison now. I don't.
That was then. This is now. And,
so we'll send this one out to Phil wherever you are. This one's on the new record. It's called Everything.
Ryan Humbert live in our Audio Technica Studio C here on the Summit.
On down the ocean well, everything's been shot to hell. Find your note and sing along, getting all of the words wrong. Now we're stuck in a rut, waiting for the door to shut. You're hearing rumors in the breeze, saying prayers in 2s and 3s. I never wanted you to tell me how you really feel. I never wanna hear the truth. Oh, tell me now the little white lie tonight, like everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Oh, tell me now the little white lie tonight, like everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright tonight. Another blow to the head, hanging on like living dead. You're staring straight into the sun. All the things you left undone, set them up, watch them fall. Like a chain without a ball, we sit around and count the tears, ignoring all our biggest fears. I never wanted you to tell me how you really felt. I never wanna hear the truth. Oh, tell me now the little white lie tonight, like everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Oh, tell me now the little white lie tonight, like everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright tonight. Look out the window of the cage we made. The rules have changed, but the game's the same. It looks like all the magic's gone. We both knew that all along. Oh, tell me now the little white lie tonight, like everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Oh, tell me now the little white lie tonight, like everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright tonight. Thank you. It's Erin Vaughn over there.
Ryan Humbert live in our Audio-Technica Studio C here on the Summit. And, I've noticed that your career, you're obviously working to keep the momentum going of the recorded product, the tours, the radio airplay, the shows locally, regionally, whatever.
Sure.
On the other hand, you've actually at a young age established some musical traditions here in at least in the hometown Akron-Canton market, where you're doing some really unusual things that at first are a head scratcher when you see them on paper, but after a couple years of dogged determination, they've become mini traditions.
Yeah, absolutely. It's as we were talking about. I'm a huge music buff. I mean, music's my life, and we've done some fun shows because for us, we can go out and play our original stuff all the time, but for us, it keeps us fresh. It gives us a little something to be creative with by doing some of these different shows. So we've done a Christmas show now 4 years in a row at the Akron Civic, which has been a big success.
It's like a musical homecoming for a lot of musical acts from the Akron area.
It's a lot of fun. This year we did it as a variety show. We had a bunch of our friends join us. It's always a benefit show, which has been great. We've done the Roy Orbison show, which kind of was a fluke. We did it for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006, and then people kept asking about it. So,
and let's face it, there's not exactly a whole lot of Roy Orbison cover bands out there on the touring circuit
Sure.
or anywhere for that matter. You kind of bit off a heck of a concept there, but it's working.
We just did it at the Akron Civic as a cabaret show, and it was the most successful cabaret show they've ever done. We sold it out and sold tickets out into the house even, which we were surprised. But we had my full band, plus we had a string section with us too, and so we did like 26 Orbison tunes. And we don't do it as like a tribute. We don't want to do it as like, hey, we're going to dress up like Roy. We do it as musicians who just love this music. And we've done a Hank Williams show down in Canton. I think we're going to bring that back next fall and do it at the Civic because everybody's been asking about that. And we're going to do at the Civic in April, we're going to do a show of American folk music. And it's going to be very similar to this, but I think with like a violin player and some percussion. And
with the other guest artists and such?
No, maybe one or two, but I think we're going to kind of take it on on our own and have Emily sing a song or two and have Erin sing a song and really make it about the way they used to make music and some of those old American folk tunes like Woody Guthrie and things like that.
So anything else on your list today for us?
Well, you guys have been so generous to us over the years, and obviously been playing songs off this record and off the last record, and off the new record, our official single is "Waiting for the Lightning," and we just did a music video based on the TV show The Walking Dead.
Well, yeah, which sure, why not?
What the heck? We're all fans of the show, and we thought it'd be fun to do something like kind of funny and cool. We didn't want it to be like we didn't want it to be like making fun. Because we're all fans of the show. So we kind of went out of our way to do it. The city of Akron shut down 4 blocks for us on a Sunday afternoon. We had the city of Canton. They shut down another road for us by the Akron-Canton Airport. We had a blast. We got to run around and play cops and robbers basically for the weekend and film it, and it was a blast. So we did that for this single, and you guys have been playing it, and a handful of other places across the nation have been playing it too. But
I really saw the Night of the Living Dead original version influence in that, which is
we should have done it in black and white.
The ultimate zombie experience.
Of course.
Brought to life in music with Ryan Humbert.
So it's kind of fun, and it suits the song, and it suits the lyrics and all that. But the one thing that we found is going out and promoting this record, that's a hard song to do acoustic. And of course, it's our single, and now it's a tough song to play acoustic. So I've been playing it a little bit differently lately, and wanted to do this kind of special version for you guys. So
very good.
Thank you for all the support over the years. Appreciate it.
Pleasure. Ryan Humbert live in Audio Technica Studio C here on the Summit.
It wasn't last good day before the end of the year. She picked me apart from ear to ear, and the lines are dead. The phone still rings, waiting to see what tomorrow will bring. The last parade that came and went died as fast as the roses you sent. You could not look me in the eye. You stood there and told me another lie. So bring it on until it hurts. Make me feel a little worse. So here I stay alone tonight, waiting for the lightning to strike. Yeah, the rain came down just like your guard, thinking you were my good luck charm, but you sold me half of what might have been the low cost of an arm and a leg. A fireworks spark in a pitch black dark. You're looking to make a brand new start, but it's now or never, do or die. There's no perfect time to wave you goodbye. So bring it on until it hurts. Make me feel a little worse. So here I stay alone tonight, waiting for the lightning to strike. I'm waiting for as the storm rolls in before the call. I watch it all as it unfolds. There's nothing more that I would like to watch you commit the perfect crime. So bring it on until it hurts. Make me feel a little worse. So here I stand alone tonight. I'm waiting for the lightning to strike. I'm waiting for the lightning to strike. Thank you guys so much.
Ryan Humbert here on the Summit, our Audio Technica Studio C. You really turned that song around. Not that it needed it, but for acoustic performances, it needed it.
Yeah, and we were just saying, what did... Yeah, it's totally different. And she said, "Thanks for making that a song to cry to now."
Well, it was a real chug and train kind of song on the record, and
Yeah.
but this is what you need to do it live, and it works out very well.
Absolutely.
So congratulations on a very successful 2012
Thank you very much.
and avoiding the zombie plague.
Yeah,
And
we made it out alive.
Continued good luck and survival in 2013. It sounds like you're lining things up even as we speak.
Yeah, we're kind of working on some stuff locally, and then we're going to be working with a great booking agent, and going to be getting out of our region a lot more, and may even, knock on wood, may make a new record this year that would come out in 2014. So we're kind of talking to a really great producer in LA that might be a great fit for us. So. It could be a good year.
Don't rush it.
No, I'm not going to rush it.
It takes so long to get a record heard.
Oh, sure.
The way that local regional artists have to do it without the benefit of a big moneyed national label plunking at everything, pushing it everywhere at once. You have to work in waves. So don't burn this record out too early.
No, and that's not the plan. I mean, I think the plan would be to, even if we were to record it this year, not to put it out till 14, but just to keep trying to make progress, I guess. So thank you guys for being a part of that. So
thanks for being a part of our live in the Audio-Technica Studio C lunch hour edition, and welcoming in the new year here in 2013.
Yeah, thank you guys again. Emily Bates over here, Erin Vaughn on guitar. I'm Ryan Humbert.
Nicely done.